Coming to you live from the UTPA Soccer and Track and Field Complex in the three-time All-American city of Edinburgh, this is Bronx Soccer. Today, the Bronx play host to the Utah Valley University Wolverines in their second-to-last home match of the season. Good afternoon again, everybody. My name is Jonah Goldberg, riding with you. My producer-engineer on this picture-perfect afternoon is the one and only Romeo Villarreal. Oh, the Bronx coming off of a 2-1 double overtime heartbreaker against Kansas City. Bronx fell with 57 seconds left in controversy. A potential foul call, potential offsides call. You can see some of that on Brown Country this week from three different angles. And certainly a tough way to lose that close to potentially earning a tie, but a game that was tied at 1 for a good 60 minutes. As the Bronx tied it up at about the 51-minute mark. Aubrey Coley stood on her head for the Bronx in between the pipes, making a career-high 17 saves. The Bronx lone goal coming from Hannah Spetz on a header off of a corner kick from Emily Ortiz. Well, still, the Bronx are 8-3-4. That's pretty darn good. In fact, they're tied with SMU and Texas for the fourth best record by a first-year Division I program in the state of Texas through 15 matches, behind only Baylor, Texas A&M, and Abilene Christian of yesteryear. Utah Valley, a team that comes in with an 8-5-2 record, 3-2-0 in WAC play. Coming off of a 2-0 loss to Grand Canyon, but before that they had won 3 straight. UVU led by junior forward Callie Stubbs and senior midfielder Kim Stratford, who are tied for the team lead with 4 goals each. Stubb also has 3 assists and is the team leader in points with 11. Stubbs leads the team with 28 shots, 9 of them on goal, and junior keeper Jessica Duffin has played every second of every Wolverines match. She leads the WAC with 5 shutouts, a 0.97 goals against average, allowing just 15 goals in 15 matches this season. Of course, the Bronx will counter with Coley between the pipes, who we told you was pretty good. 5-3-4, 135 goals against, 807 save percentage. She ranks 33rd in the NCAA in saves per match at nearly 6, 46th in total saves with 71, and 102nd in save percentage at 807. Remember, there are 332 teams in the NCAA. Andrea Barrera, also among the NCAA leaders, she ranks 93rd in goals, total goals, with 7. The Bronx in the top 100 in 7 different categories, including saves per match, winning percentage, save percentage, total assists, total goals, total points, and shutout percentage. Pretty darn good for a first-year program. Well, we'll take a timeout. Coming up on Bronx pre-match, it's the Coach's Corner. We'll chat with Bronx head coach Glad Bugariu. This is Bronx Soccer.
Here, we understand how a team is the result of being part of something larger than yourself, creating a better outcome and a better tomorrow. Doctors Hospital Renaissance is proud to support the University of Texas Pan American Bronx.
They are the dreamers and the promise of the future. They are the hope who will lead us to tomorrow. They are the givers who have the passion to serve. They are the visionaries who will celebrate discovery. They will make a difference. They will change South Texas.
The ball, the right wing goes for the tie, and he does it again! Nolan straight to the hoop, ties the game! With 3, with 2, the desperation heave goes in! Jack Fogler from half court! Bronx win! Bronx win! Get your Bronx basketball season tickets now by calling 665-2221 or logging on to utpabronx.com. This commercial is brought to you by Lax Furniture, an official sponsor of the University of Texas Pan American Intercollegiate Athletics. Welcome back to Bronx Pre-Match. It's Coach's Corner. Jonah Goldberg with Bronx head coach Glad Bagariu. And Coach, coming off of a tough 2-1 double overtime loss to Kansas City, what do you take away from your team's effort in that game, especially when you compare it to the last time they played Kansas City?
Of course, I mean, it was a massive improvement. We could have won that game. We would have taken a tie. I think we were unfortunate not to have the tie. But ultimately, we made a massive improvement from the week before. We showed that we could play if we work hard enough and we're organized enough and we dedicate ourselves over 90 minutes. And that's what we did. And, it was a performance that we'll walk away from saying, hey, we're on the right track. We're setting the base for the future.
It was the same two teams from one weekend to the other, but you go from a loss and a tie to a win and a tight loss, in the final minute of double overtime, which is as tight as it's going to come. So what kind of things did you work on with your team in that week to get them ready to play those games?
Well, we didn't feel we prepared the away games all that well. I wasn't necessarily satisfied with my performance during the week, and I'm a big believer that it's the work you do during the week that prepares you on the weekend. So we improved in terms of what work we did as a coach staff during the week. We changed our tactics slightly. We tried to neutralize certain players from both teams. And, it was an improvement, and the players responded very well. And, we're always trying to learn who our opponents are in this conference, because the future, we want to be in the top three, and we will be in the top three.
Well, you play another team that you've never seen before. That tends to happen in your first year of existence. And Utah Valley out there, they're a team you have experience with from your coaching days at South Carolina State. What can you tell us about them?
No, I mean, great coach, great players, great university. They've done a great job throughout. I know them very well. We've competed many, many times in the Great West Conference, which we're a part of. We know what they bring to the table. They're always going to be very good, very quick, very skilled, very organized. It's a big challenge for us. But like anything else, we're going to go in believing that we can make it difficult for them. We're at home, so hoping that'll give us a little extra boost. And, let's see what happens.
All right, Coach. Thanks a lot and good luck.
Thank you so much.
That's Bronx head coach Glad Bagariu. That'll do it for the Coach's Corner. We'll take a time out. When we come back, we'll have your starting lineups and kickoff. This is Bronx Soccer. Welcome back out to UTVA Soccer and Track and Field Complex. Jonah Goldberg riding with you as we get ready for start of today's match between the Bronx and the Utah Valley University Wolverines. Quick look at the WAC standings. Kansas City on top at 4-0-0. Seattle U ranked second, 4-1-0. Utah Valley in third, 3-2-0. UTPA in fourth, 2-2-1. Grand Canyon in fifth, 2-2-0. New Mexico State in sixth, 2-3-0. Chicago State in seventh at 0-3-1, and Bakersfield in eighth at 0-4-0.
She's a 5'9" freshman out of Miami, Florida, wearing the Bronx number 7, Jessica.
Elsewhere on the docket today, Seattle is at New Mexico State.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Bronx are
Grand Canyon is at Kansas City, and Bakersfield is at Chicago State. Well, both teams have taken the field, along with a group from a local ID academy that came early and had a kind of a little mini soccer clinic with Bronx men's soccer head coach Paul Leese. So that means we're up against the national anthem, so we'll step aside one more time. When we come back, we'll have your starting lineups and kickoff. This is Bronx Soccer.
They are the dreamers and the promise of the future. They are the hope who will lead us to tomorrow. They are the givers who have the passion to serve. They are the visionaries who will celebrate discovery. They will make a difference. They will change South Texas.
ball, the right wing, goes for the tie, and he does it again! Nolan straight to the hoop, ties the game! With 3, with 2, the desperation heave goes in! Jack Bogan from half court! Bronx win! Bronx win! Get your Bronx basketball season tickets now by calling 665-2221 or logging on to utpabronx.com. This commercial is brought to you by Lax Furniture, an official sponsor of the University of Texas Pan American Intercollegiate Athletics.
Here, we understand how a team is the result of being part of something larger than yourself, creating a better outcome and a better tomorrow. Doctors Hospital Renaissance is proud to support the University of Texas Pan American Bronx.
The University of Texas Pan American and Western Athletic Conference.
Welcome back out to the UTPA Soccer and Track and Field Complex. Jonah Goldberg riding with you as we get ready for the start of today's Western Athletic Conference matchup between the UTPA Bronx and the Utah Valley University Wolverines. Let's get you to the starting lineups. Let's start with the visiting Wolverines. Starting in the front, a 5'7" sophomore out of Pleasant Grove, Utah, number 14, Taylor Kirk. A 5'4" senior out of Orem, Utah, number 18, Mikkel Salmon. And a 5'10" sophomore out of Rescue, California, number 19, Sheridan Fox. In the middle, a 5'7" junior out of Linden, Utah, number 4, Jamie Brown. A 5'5" junior out of Nibble, Utah, number 11, Cassandra Anderson. And in the back, a 5'6" junior, also actually in the middle, a 5'6" junior out of St. George, Utah, number 6, Callie Stubbs. And then on the back line, 5'4" sophomore out of Sandy, Utah, number 12, Sarah Rank. A 5'7" junior out of Sandy, Utah, number 15, Courtney Wilson. A 5'7" sophomore out of Gilbert, Arizona, number 20, Callie Suesue. And a 5'6" freshman out of Canyon County, California, number 21, Sarah Sipperly. Head coach of the Wolverines in his 9th season is Brent Anderson, assisted by Alyssa Lowry, Tasha Bell, and Carly Nelson. Wolverines enter this match with a record of 8-5-2. They're 3-2-0 in WAC play and 2-3 on the road this season. As for those hosts, UTPA Bronx, starting on the front line, a 5'9" freshman out of Orange, California, number 2, Allison Smith, and a 5'8" freshman out of Miami, Florida, number 7, Jessica Suarez. In the middle, a 5'7" freshman out of El Paso, number 5, Emily Ortiz. A 5'4" freshman out of Burien, Washington, number 9, Amy Intulai. A 5'9" freshman out of Karlstad, Sweden, number 10, Hannah Smets. And a 5'6" freshman out of El Paso, number 14, Zinnia Hanig. On the back line, a 5'5" freshman out of Stockholm, Sweden, number 6, Frida Farstad Eriksson. A 5'6" freshman out of Round Rock, number 13, Caitlin Calvert. A 5'4" freshman out of Miami, Florida, number 15, Marcela Ramirez. And a 5'6" freshman out of Waxhaw, North Carolina, number 23, Hannah Presley. In goal for the Bronx, a 5'7" freshman out of Rancho Santa Margarita, California, number 12, Aubrey Coley. And the goalkeeper for the Wolverines, by the way, I think I left out, 5'10" junior out of Smithfield, Utah, number 1, Jessica Duffin. Head coach of the Bronx in his first season, Mr. Glad Wigariu, assisted by Lindsay Vera and Sylvia Telespan. Bronx into this game with a record of 8-3-4. They're 2-2-1 in WAC play and have an early opportunity with Amy Intulai. Sends the cross in front and comes off the foot of Suarez, who looked for the right side of the net but missed wide. We're all of 43 seconds in. And the first goal kick comes up for the Wolverines, and it'll come short just to the back line. That's Wilson with it, who sends it up ahead over to Brown. Ball comes in towards the Bronx defensive zone, but Ramirez plays it back to Coley. He'll send it out to Calvert along the sideline. It's off her head and goes out, and the Wolverines will have a throw-in. Referee today is Travis Hott, assisted by Jonathan Ano, Francisco Bermudez, and the alternate official, John Villalobos. Courtney Wilson getting ready to throw it in for the Wolverines. Minute and a half gone by. Ball gets kicked into the box where Kirk tries to pick it up. Kirk sends a shot. It gets headed away from the net. And protecting it, Sheridan Fox, as it heads out along the goal line. Corner kick coming up for Utah Valley. It's going to be Mikkel Salmon to take it.
No, because the goalie's bar played a part on it. There was a header and it hit off the bar.
Salmon.
I would say no. Who was the shot? Who was the header on?
To Rank.
At what time?
To her right to Sipperly. Fires it up ahead for Kirk. Picked off by Hannick. Bronx will take back over. Bronx in the green uniforms moving left to right. The Wolverines in the white uniforms moving from right to left. Rank sends it to her left. Comes over to Wilson. Wilson trying to get through traffic. Ball comes back along the center line, back to Rank. Now it comes up ahead, where it's Fox trying to play it, but it's taken away by Presley.
There you go.
Now to Calvert to her left,
Bad choice.
but her pass is grabbed by Salmon.
There you go.
Salmon has the ball knocked away by Calvert, and a foul on Utah Valley. Bronx will get a freebie.
What time do you got on that, man?
3.5 minutes gone by.
Damn, I thought he had said 4:20. Damn, I thought he had said 4:20.
Spets heads it. Intuli grabs it. Pass to her left. Grabbed by Sipperly. Sends it over to the right, and that ball is just going to trickle out of bounds.
Yep.
Ortiz. And Utah Valley throws it in. Rank. Settled by Spets. Spets to her left for Calvert. Calvert plays ahead for Intuli. Intuli tries to send through traffic looking for Suarez, but picked off by Suesue. Spets sends it back ahead, but nobody there, so Brown's going to go back and get it for Utah Valley. Dufin goes back to play it for the Wolverines. Or Duffin, I should probably say. Throw in for Sipperly. Hannig grabs it for UTPA. Tries to find it for Suarez. Gives it back to Smith right on the timeline. Turns around, feeds Spets. Ball gets loose, coming up to play at Calvert, and she breaks up a potential odd woman rush that was about to break out. Smith playing it in the middle. Smith marked by Brown, so she'll send it back to Calvert. Calvert's pass hits off the shin of Salmon. Now it goes out.
Back it up, please. Thank you.
Calvert throws it in. Ball heads back out, so Calvert will move up a few steps and then throw it in again. Rank. It's off of Calvert and it goes out. Wolverines will get a throw in. Presley. Far side Erickson sends it ahead for Intulai. Intulai up the field, looking for Spats, who runs into Rank and gets knocked down. So the Bronx have free kick coming up. Farstad Erickson passes it to the right for Calvert. Calvert towards the corner. Sends it in looking for the box, but it goes to the side of the net. Right into the hands of Duffin, who places it down in the goal box. And Duffin will kick it short again. Over for Rank, tries to send it up into Lai, gets in the middle. Ball stays back with Utah Valley's back line. They pass it over to the right. That's Suasua. Ball up ahead for Kirk.
Yeah. I hope so. Big mistake we didn't.
Ball goes out, so corner kick coming up for Utah Valley.
What time do you have on that, Ben?
8.5 minutes into this game.
8:30. And it was taken short.
Ball goes right back out. And a throw-in coming up for Utah Valley. Long one coming on, and Coley gets in the way and grabs it.
Ooh, that's a tackle. How are you not benching?
Sent ahead by Utah Valley, one on goal and offsides. Salmon snuck behind the defense just a little too soon.
What's the timing on that?
Now Bronx bringing it up. Suarez is off for Intulai. Sends it through the official's legs over to Smith. Now ahead to Hanig. Hanig to her right for Intulai. Intulai, long shot goes over the net and well out. Ten minutes gone by.
What time?
Stubbs for Utah Valley. Salmon passed it over the right to Brown. And it gets over to Fox. Ball heading down the line. Mortiz trying to get in the way near the corner, and she picks it up. Fox comes and takes it back and sends it to her back line, which is entirely on the Utah Valley offensive side of the field. Now a few of them start to drop back as the Frogs try and bring up the ball. Far side Erickson giving chase along the sideline, keeps it in. Pass to her left to Intulai. Intulai for Spats. Now back ahead to Intulai. Intulai working her way through traffic, sends it ahead for Suarez. Suarez couldn't settle the ball, so ends up going out along the goal line.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Shot blocked. SBA shot. 7.
Sipperly bringing it up for the Wolverines. Ball up the foot of Salmon.
What time do you have on the shot?
Calvert. Ball knocked out by Sipperly. She knocked it off of Calvert, so it'll be a throw-in for Utah Valley.
That shot, the thing hits the shot on
Salmon
Yeah.
turns around and sends it up, looking for Anderson, out of her reach and out of bounds. The Bronx will throw it in. Calvert off the foot of Salmon and comes back into the back line of Utah Valley. Suarez giving chase to Rank. Pass comes ahead. Brown's got it. Goes ahead for Stubbs. Out of her reach. That ball's going to go well out. Goal kick coming up for Coley. We're 13 minutes into this one, looking for the game's first score. Brown. The back for Susu. Pass picked off by Farstad Erickson. Sends it ahead for Suarez. Smith comes in to help, gets thrown to the ground. And Utah Valley retakes the ball. Sent up to Fox. Fox will send it backwards. Spets for Ortiz. Now back to Spets. Spets, long pass ahead, and that's just going to trickle its way towards the box. Duffin comes out to pick it up. Rank for the Wolverines. Sends it ahead, and that ball is just going to go well out. Goal kick coming up for Coley. And he grabs it for UTPA. Sends it ahead for Ortiz. Utah Valley's defense able to pick it up again. Send it towards the middle, but Hanning's there to play it. Anderson for Utah Valley. Sends to the left to Kirk. Now to her left for Zipperly. Intelai giving chase. He's able to slow Zipperly. He turns around and passes it to Kirk. In the corner. Ball heads out. And a deep throw-in. Coming up for Utah Valley.
Sheridan, get off that side!
Man, I can't wait to see Chicago State this year. Their men's basketball coach. Every time he gets heated, always a hot. Yeah.
Ramirez taking it up for UTPA. Ramirez to her right. It's grabbed by Salmon. Salmon passes it to her right to Brown. Now Salmon coming in towards the net, takes the shot, and it's off of Coley's outstretched hands, which leads to a deflection. The ball goes wide of the net. So Coley with the diving save, and now a corner kick coming up for Utah Valley.
Yes. UTPA save. And what time was that shot, Danny?
So just about 17 minutes gone by. And the second corner kick for Utah Valley coming up.
They may play this in short.
Ball straight into the box. Knocked away by Spets. Looking for Intulai. Ball comes backwards though. Shot on, save made Coley. So Coley being forced to work a little bit more right now. She punts it out. But Anderson sends it all the way back in, right at the chest of Coley, who holds on. And she'll send it back up in the air again. A pair of Utah Valley players collide in the air trying to head it. Hanning looks for Ortiz out of her reach. And we come back the other way with Utah Valley. Stubbs trying to work her way in. And Ramirez, a sliding kick to knock the ball back towards the middle, where Wilson plays it for the Wolverines. Ball comes to the top of the box, turnaround shot, score! And the Wolverines go up 1-0.
So 19 gets the assist. Yeah, that's why. Because 19 put it into play with his shot. That allowed number 18 to score to get that shot.
So the goal goes for Sheridan Fox. Her second of the season. Assist to Mikkel Salmon, her second of the year.
Number 19, Sheridan Fox. The assist to number 18, Mikkel Salmon. Time to goal, 18 minutes, 15 seconds in the first half. Once again, Wolverine goal for number 19, Fox. The assist to number 18, Salmon. Time to goal, 18-15 in the first half.
So at the 18-15 mark, Fox and Salmon make it 1-0 UVU. Wolverines trying to get on the attack again. The ball hits off of Salmon and goes out, so Ortiz will throw it in. And Coley will kick it out for UTPA. Brown over to her left, finds Sipperly. Sipperly working it in. Cross, knocked away by Ramirez and out. Throw in for Sipperly. Sua. Pass over to Wilson. Ball comes ahead for Kirk. She gets it in front of the box. Another potential opportunity for Brown. The Bronx defense, including Spetz, gets back there to knock the ball away. Into lie back to retrieve. Head for Suarez. Now for Farstad Erickson. Right to Suarez. And the ball trickles out. Throw in. Coming up for Calvert. Suarez passes it ahead. Wilson there to grab it for Utah Valley. Spetz comes to try and play her in the middle. It's grabbed by Wilson, who takes it in deep. Now Wilson fires it wide left of the net. Wide right if you're in the net, so Coley to her right to grab it. Salmon turns around, feeds Anderson. Long on and save made by Coley. 22 minutes to go in the opening half. Bronx down 1-0. Farstead Erickson settles the ball, gives it to her left to Spetz. Picked up again by the Wolverines, out with Stubbs. Now Kirk has it. Brown. So back for Rank. Now for Kirk. Ball to Wilson. To her left for Anderson. Now Brown. Rank sends it ahead and Intulai knocks it back. But Anderson brings it in again and jumps over Intulai to avoid the contact. Ball in the corner. Calvert trying to play it. But here comes Salmon into the box. Shot, ball goes flying in the air and then into the goal on a rebound opportunity. 2-0 Utah Valley. Goal for Callie Stubbs. Her fifth at 24-28.
Sheridan Fox entering for the Bronx. Number 25, Andrea Barrera for number 7.
Andrea Barrera in. Jessica Suarez out for UTPA. And the assist in that goal to Cassandra Anderson is Kim Stratford replaces Sheridan Fox for Utah Valley. For Anderson, it is her fourth assist.
Scoring the goal, number 6, Callie Stubbs. For number 11, Cassandra Anderson. Once again, Wolverine goal at 24 minutes, 23 seconds in the first half. On the goal, number 6, Stubbs. The assist, number 11, Anderson.
Wilson sends it up down the sideline, looking for Stratford. Stratford towards the goal, and she finds it. Wow!
That was a miss or whatever.
From the sideline, Stratford just into the match. Finds the upper corner of the net. Her 5th goal of the season. And it's 3-0 Utah Valley. Stratford with the goal.
Wolverines, number 5, Libby Weber. For number 4, Jamie Brown. And number 8, Sydney Fitzpatrick enters for number 18, Mikel Salmon.
24 on the goal. That was a miss. No assist.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a Wolverine goal at 25 minutes, 48 seconds in the first half. Scoring the goal, number 24, Kim Stratford. No assist on the goal. Wolverine goal, 25-48 in the first. Number 24, Stratford.
The Wolverines pouring it on.
We had subs 5 for
In a span of 7.5 minutes, the Wolverines have scored 3 times.
and then 8.
Libby Weber in for Jamie Brown for UVU. Sydney Fitzpatrick in for Mikel Salmon. That ball is traveling, but Intulai goes to stop it. Playing up against Sipperley. Stratford sends it back to Wilson. Up for Rank. That's the right to Wilson. Ortiz picks it up for UTPA. 17 minutes to play opening half. Bronx down 3-0. Foul, and it's Utah Valley ball. Stubbs shot, wide right.
What time?
2:15. Yeah, I'm 2 for 15.
Alright, camera 3, you're gonna give me this corner kick?
Must have been deflected on the way out, so corner kick coming up for Chicago, or for Utah Valley.
Yeah, there has to be a block given to UTV.
Kim Stratford gets headed away. Anderson sends it back. That's Stratford again. Sends it on. Coley makes the save.
What time did you get that corner kick?
15:45 to play in the opening half. Coley lets the ball fly. It's Fitzpatrick for Stubbs. Pass to the left, goes out of bounds.
Shot.
Ball goes out again. This time we'll get a substitution as Sarah Callister comes in for Utah Valley.
Wolverines, number 2, Sarah Callister. For number 15,
Replaces Courtney Wilson.
Courtney Wilson.
Shot. Get it back, Sam. Get it up.
Pass to the right over to Kirk. Taken away by Spetz. Spetz long past the head, looking for Barrero. Tries to save it from going out, but can't. So Utah Valley will throw it in.
And it's okay that the Nets playoff season was well done and over, but they stopped during the battle. Come on.
And offsides is Sidney Fitzpatrick. Ramirez with the ball for UTPA. 14 minutes to go, opening half. Stubbs. Shot hits off the back of the leg of Presley and trickles towards the sideline. Stratford over to pick it up. Stratford pass to Stubbs. Presley takes it away. Throw right to Spetz. Ball gets kicked backwards by Anderson. Spetz picks it up and lets it fly. A little short for Intuli though, and it's headed forward by Sipperley. Here come the Wolverines again. Ball goes out. In the middle, that's Weber. Pass for Fitzpatrick. Ball kicked away by Smith. Kirk. Ball rolls towards the net, and Coley comes sliding out of the goal to stop it right there. She also had Fitzpatrick on her doorstep.
16 for 6. What's your number? 5 and 6, sorry. That's good,
11:50 to go in the first. Bronx down 3-0.
What time? Ticket?
13.
We'll get some substitutions. Utah Valley brings in Caitlin Mortensen for Kelly Sui. For the Bronx, Renee Bruns and Hadley Tucker are in. Emily Ortiz and Caitlin Calvert take a seat.
What time do you have to change that?
Tucker throws it in, looks for Barrera. The Wolverines kick it up towards center line. Kirk. Pass to her right to Stratford. Now for Callister. Gives it back to Mortensen. Now Rank. Up for Stratford. Now Hannig sends it to the middle where it's headed by Stratford of Utah Valley. 9:45 to go in the first.
Only because they have to form around and pan out.
Wolverines pick it up deep in their own zone. And the ball rolls out of bounds. Throw in coming for Headley Tucker. Presley heads it forward. It's kept in by Utah Valley and Weber. Ramirez sends it toward the goal. Coley picks it up. Coley passes to her right, over for Stubbs. Stubbs for Bruns. Gives it for Tucker. Back to Bruns. Now Tucker up the sideline. Tucker feeds Barrera. Turns around, gives it back to Tucker. Tucker turns around, gives it up to Barrera. Barrera kicks it into the goal box, but out of the reach of Smith. Hannig back to play it along the sideline. And now Presley turns around, goes to the box looking for Barrera. Barrera has it, but she has two defenders to try and beat. Slides down, but Utah Valley clears it out. Weber for Tucker and a Bruns. Farstad Erickson. 7 minutes to go in the first. Pass ahead for Intulai. Intulai settles it, moves to her left. Tried to pass it ahead, but it's intercepted by Mortensen. Stratford bringing it up for Utah Valley. Stratford tried to pass, and Tucker kicks it back out towards midfield. 6 minutes left in the first half. Kirk working her way towards the box. Pass left for Fitzpatrick. Who kicks it to her right to Stratford. Over to play at Anderson. And Farstad Erickson will just kick it back for Coley. Fitzpatrick coming in towards the net, but Tucker breaks it up. That'll lead to a corner kick with 5 minutes left in the first half. Fourth corner kick for Utah Valley today. Looks like Sandra Anderson's going to go take it for UVU.
Playing number 4.
Long kick. Headed forward. Bouncing ball is kicked backward by Presley. Still in the box. Shot off the post.
Looking at him, looking at him. Woo! Ball shagger extraordinaire. In his good shorts, too.
4 minutes to go in the opening half. Bronx still down 3-0. Coley kicks it out.
What time did you have the Shaggers?
Callister brings it up for Utah Valley. Long pass looking for Intulai goes out.
Everybody clap your hands.
3 minutes to go. Mortensen. Head for Stratford. Back for Sipperly.
Speaking of hockey, Tony, did you hear what happened to Tracy Eglin?
She kicks it ahead and out.
Apparently, Eggy had he was working in the mines in Colorado, right? And he had like a very bad accident and he lost all of his memory. Like he doesn't remember anyone, according to his wife.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Utah Valley bringing it in again. Farstad Erickson, though, there to break it up, and she kicks it out along the goal line. So another corner kick, the 5th coming up for Utah Valley.
2 minutes, 2 minutes.
Number 11 to take it. Now if I can just get the timing on this. Now they played it short.
Another short corner for Utah Valley. A long shot hits off the top of the goal. And Cole Heel kick it out with 1:28 to go. Coley kicks it for Farstad Erickson, now to Tucker. Sends it forward, played by Smith. Smith to her right for Intulai. Intulai pops it up in the air. 1 minute to go in the half. Callister. Left to Weber. Over Mortensen. Kirk. Back for Callister. 30 seconds to go in the half. Mortensen. "20 seconds left in the half. Ramirez with it. Tucker. Intulai. Runs. 10 seconds left in the half.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And the half comes to a close. The score 3-0. Utah Valley. So the Bronx trail Utah Valley by a score of 3-0 here in the first half. Recapping the scoring for you. Wolverines got on the board at the 18-15 mark on a goal by Sheridan Fox off an assist from Salmon McKell, and McKell Salmon, and that started off a 7.5 minute span, 7.5 minute flurry of shots and goals. At 24-20, it was Callie Stubbs from Cassandra Anderson, and then at 25-48, a long shot from the sideline went to the upper corner of the net from Kim Stratford, making it 3-0 Wolverines over the Bronx at the half. Utah Valley out shooting UTPA 12-3, including 8-0 on goal. They've also out-cornered the Bronx 5-0. Give you all the numbers, but the only ones that matter. 3-0 Utah Valley leads UTPA at the half. We'll step aside for a break. When we come back, we'll have a clip from this week's episode of Bronx Country. This is Bronx Soccer.
They are the dreamers and the promise of the future. They are the hope who will lead us to tomorrow. They are the givers who have the passion to serve. They are the visionaries who will celebrate discovery. They will make a difference. They will change South Texas.
Here, we understand how a team is the result of being part of something larger than yourself, creating a better outcome and a better tomorrow. Doctors Hospital Renaissance is proud to support the University of Texas Pan American Bronx.
The ball on the right wing goes for the tie, and he does it again! Nolan straight to the hoop, ties the game! With 3, with 2, the desperation heave goes in! Jack Bogan from half court! Bronx win! Bronx win! Get your Bronx basketball season tickets now by calling 665-2221 or logging on to utpabronx.com. This commercial is brought to you by Lax Furniture, an official sponsor of the University of Texas Pan American Intercollegiate Athletics. Welcome back out to the UTPA Soccer and Track and Field Complex. Jonah Goldberg riding with you. 3-0 Utah Valley, the score as we open up the second half. Bronx now moving right to left across your computer screen. The Wolverines moving left to right. Bronx in green, the Wolverines in white. I suppose they might also be moving across your tablet, your smartphone, your television, or however else you may be tuning in on this beautiful Friday afternoon in the Rio Grande Valley, or wherever you may be watching from. Shot goes wide. And Coley will grab a fresh soccer ball. You can hear the wind a little bit going through our microphone. Current temperature is 91 degrees. Feels like 93 with the heat index. Winds coming in at 11, gusting as high as 19. Couple of fluffy light clouds in the sky, but really not blocking out the sun at any point. Second to last home match of the season for UTPA. It's their 5th to last overall leading into the WAC tournament. Ramirez with the ball for the Bronx. Trickles it ahead for Ortiz. Bronx starting the second half with Tucker, Ortiz, Farstad, Erickson, Suarez, Intulai, Spetz, Calvert, Ramirez, Bruttons, and Presley, Coley in goal. Wolverines starting Brown, Anderson, Rennick, Wilson, Salmon, Fox, Suesue, Sibberly, Mortensen, Stratford, and Duffin in goal. Turnaround shot punched over the goal and away by Coley. That'll set up a corner kick for Utah Valley. They're 6th. All the goals scored in a span of 7 minutes and 33 seconds in the first half. 2 of them in a span of less than a minute and a half. Kick hangs up there, and then it's sent on and knocked away by the Bronx defense. Like, I think, Suarez who knocked it away. And the ball goes out. Another corner coming up for Utah Valley. Headed backwards by Utah Valley. As Brown tries to settle it down. Ball gets kicked back towards the middle, where Wilson sends it to the right. Ball towards the corner. Taken away by Spetz, but then taken right back by Anderson. Now Salmon in on it. Ramirez. Pass to her right. Coming up towards center, where Tucker leads it off for Suarez, who sends it back ahead. And that one's going to go out along the goal line. Goal kick coming up for Duffin. Mortensen. It's back for Wilson. Sends it up towards the middle. Arstad Eriksson kicks it back in. Bronx in a really difficult stretch of 3 matches, all at home, but played WAC leading Kansas City last Sunday. Fell 2-1 in the final minute of double overtime. Playing Utah Valley today, and then defending WAC champion Seattle on Sunday at 1. And those 3 teams rank 1, 2, and 3 in the WAC, with the Bronx ranking 4th. From there, the Bronx hit the road to visit Bakersfield, Grand Canyon, and then end the season at New Mexico State, whom the Bronx beat in their WAC opener 3-1. Presley, head for Ortiz. Ortiz towards the box, has it broken up by Rank. Intulai tries to come in, but has the ball taken away by Mortensen. Now Spets takes it back. Spets working right, broken up. And now it's Salmon for Utah Valley. Sends it ahead where Ramirez grabs it for the Bronx. Gives it to her right, to Farstad Eriksson. Towards the middle to Bruns. Now up for Tucker. Tucker with a good opportunity, comes in, Duffin slides out, overcommits, but Utah Valley's defense stands strong. As Mortensen gets in the way, tumbles down as she kicks the ball up towards midfield. 3 Utah Valley defenders were back with Tucker, and after Duffin missed the ball, it was a wide open net, but the Utah Valley defense wouldn't let anything through. Presley up the sideline for Ortiz. Ortiz into the box. Suarez trying to grab it, but it's kicked out by Wilson. Bronx applying more pressure here in half number 2. We're in 8 minutes in. Which gets us 53 minutes into the match. Now, long ball headed towards the goal. Coley comes out to slide it. And now Ramirez picks it up. Spets. Another long one looking for Tucker, but well out of her reach. That ball will trickle out.
Hey, Sue, get Cord on the same page with you. Get her dropping.
Anderson into the middle for Stratford. Now ahead for Fox. Coley plays it and sends it out for Calvert. Stratford sends it back for Mortensen. Intulai leaves it off. Ball comes ahead. But Sipperley back to play it for the Wolverines, and she gives it to Duffin. And Duffin with a short pass to Rank. Duffin hasn't sent one ball deep this entire match. She always goes with the short pass to her defense. And what that does is it eliminates the chance of a 50-50 ball. There won't be a contest for the ball in the middle of the field with players going up to head it and potentially the Bronx taking over the ball, you make sure your team has it. Offside's the call in Utah Valley as the Bronx take over. Utah Valley does a lot of very smart passing. Sipperly. Ramirez picks it up for the Bronx. Utah Valley bringing it up on the left. It's Wilson. Bruns comes in to try and take it away, can't. Wilson sends it back for Mortensen. She'll send it back one more line over to Rank. Presley. Ortiz. Looking for Spets, but a nice slide by Anderson to knock it away. Rank. To her right to Sipperly. To her left to Mortensen. Sends it back for Sui Sui. For Wilson. Brings it up for the Wolverines. Pass comes to Anderson. Presley gets in the way. Anderson sends it into the box. It's off Bruns, who will then kick it up in the air, and Coley leaps to make the grab. 32 minutes to play, 3-0 Wolverines. All those goals in a 7.5 minute span of the first half. Presley almost had the ball taken by 7, but 7 knocks it out. Spets is off to her right for Bruns. Now to Tucker. Tucker up the sideline. Suarez trying to come in, but that ball is protected and goes out. Goal kick coming up, but first substitutions. Sarah Callister and Taylor Kirk in for the Wolverines, replacing Sheridan Fox and Jamie Brown.
Number 2, Sarah Callister enters for number 19, Sheridan Fox.
Sliding stop to knock the ball out. Off Utah Valley, goal kick for UTPA. Coley sends it short of midfield. Ball gets knocked out by Utah Valley. Throw in for the Bronx. Wolverines with the ball in the middle. Mortensen sends it back for Sipperly. And the ball heads out. Substitution for Utah Valley. Callie Stubbs is back in, replacing Mikkel Salmon.
Callie Stubbs enters for number 18, McCall Salmon.
And Libby Weber replaces Caitlin Mortensen.
Weber enters for number 23, Caitlin Mortensen.
Utah Valley has had a fairly liberal substitution pattern and the luxury that they afford themselves being up 3-0. And part of it is they also have a really deep roster. I mean, it's not as simple as they're just getting people in. I mean, 11 different Wolverines have scored goals this season. 11 different players have assists. In total, 15 Wolverines have at least 1 point this year. You can't play 15 at once. So it's a very deep roster. Eighth corner kick of the day coming up for Utah Valley now. Wilson feeds it back for Kirk.
For number 7.
Now it's over for Anderson. Ball knocked away by Wilson and out. Kick comes on and a foul before Coley could grab it. Whistle with the ball in the air.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a substitution for the Wolverines.
Andrea Barrera in for UTPA, replacing Jessica Suarez. And Sydney Fitzpatrick replaces Courtney Wilson for Utah Valley.
For number 7, Jessica Suarez.
Barrera, the Bronx leading goal scorer with 7 this year. 16 points to lead the team. Tied with Amy Intulai, who also has 16 on 6 goals and 4 assists. Barrera, 7 goals and 2 assists. Ortiz racing up the sideline for the Bronx. Gets up to Barrera. Barrera back for Ortiz. Barrera making a beeline towards the goal. Ortiz gets past her defender, turned around, pass into the box, but it's too long and knocked away by Weber. Presley comes in to try and play the ball, but she hits it out, so throw-in coming in for Stratford. Or for Sipperly.
Come on, Mike.
25.5 minutes to go. Sui for Sipperly. And I'll send it back for Duffin. Duffin kicks it over to Rank. Until I sends it forward off Barrera. Utah Valley, second highest RPI in the WAC, ranked number 148 this week. The only team higher, Kansas City at 113. There are 332 Division I women's soccer teams. That's out of about 351 Division I schools. Shot on and another goal. This one for Sydney Fitzpatrick. Her second of the year. Fitzpatrick came in just a hair ago.
Gentlemen, we have a Wolverine goal for number 8, Sydney Fitzpatrick.
That's 4-0 Wolverines.
Assist to number 6, Callie Stubbs. Time of the
Give the
goal,
assist to
65 minutes, 40 seconds
Callie
in
Stubbs.
the game. Once again, we have a Wolverine goal for number 8, Fitzpatrick. The assist to number 6, Stubbs. 65 minutes, 40 seconds in the contest.
Stubbs picks up her 4th assist of the match.
Cassandra, be moving, please.
It's her 3rd point as she scored the Wolverines' 2nd goal as well.
Libby, stop moving there.
Stratford coming in for Wolverines. Stops and passes it to the left to Anderson. And Farstad Erickson will kick it out towards the Wolverines bench. Barrera trying to play the ball for the Bronx, but it's guarded by Sipperly, who sends it back to Duffin, sends it back up. Whenever you get that ball anywhere near that Utah Valley goal, it's just like a swarm of white uniforms all around. Coley fires the ball ahead, where it's picked up by Utah Valley. Ball bouncing in, Barrera giving chase, but Duffin picks it up. And for the first time today, she'll throw it, finding Sarah Callister on the left. Brown sends it ahead, but Hanning picks it up. Or check that, Ramirez picks it up. Ramirez up for Intulai. Intulai looking for Barrera. Barrera is able to grab it, takes a long shot, and it goes over the goal and off that back netting. Bronx, 4th shot of the day. They're still looking for their first on goal. They've been outshot 15-4, including 10-0 on goal. Ball goes flying out. Goal kick coming up.
It's generally supposed to be shots on goal. Okay, that should be 10-0. Okay, now let me edit this one here. There we go.
19:15 to go. Bronx getting ready to make a goalkeeper substitution. Erica Gonzalez has come to the table. Presley taps it ahead for Ramirez. For Ortiz. Ortiz back, looking for Ramirez. Sends it for Presley. Utah Valley takes over again with Stratford. Ball gets played back to Duffin for Utah Valley. 17.5 minutes to go. Sipperly bringing it up. Pass over for Stubbs. Back to Sipperly. Long pass ahead goes out. Throwing coming up for the Bronx, but first we have substitutions. Jamie Brown replaces Cassandra Anderson for Utah Valley, and Erica Gonzalez comes in for Aubrey Coley in the net.
Now entering number 18, Erica Gonzalez, for number 12, Aubrey Coley.
Gonzalez. 3-0 with a 0.58 goals against average and 882 saves percentage this season. This is her 6th appearance, or 3rd time in relief. Coley finishes the match with 6 saves in 73 minutes. Substitutions.
Gentlemen, we have some Substitution.
Courtney Wilson is in for Utah Valley, replacing Sarah Sipperly.
Number 13,
Allison
Caitlin
Smith in for the
Calvert.
Bronx, replacing
For the
Caitlin Calvert.
Wolverine, talent for number 15, Courtney Wilson. For number 21, Sarah Sipperly.
Time?
14:20 to go. Spets.
Hey, you want to put those on the table? Take the candy. Huh? Thought you were gonna take the candy. Last one, Jamie.
Ball comes up to the right sideline. Stubbs. Presley trying to play her. Slide by Bruns to try and break it up. Ball still alive, and it comes down the sideline for Fitzpatrick. She scored the most recent Wolverines goal. Fitzpatrick working to her left. Leave it off for Brown. Brown winds up, takes the shot. Diving save, Gonzalez to her right. Twelve and a half minutes to go. Wilson for Utah Valley. Kirk. Ball bounce out.
12 minutes on the clock. 12 minutes on the clock.
10th corner kick of the match for Utah Valley coming up. Ball comes into the box. It's headed on and saved by Gonzalez. So 2 quick saves for Gonzalez.
Okay, who took that corner?
The ball out of reach and out of bounds past the Bronx bench.
Back it up, please, Mike. Back it up, please. Thank you.
Courtney Wilson throws it in for Libby Weber. Sends it back for Sarah Rank. Barrera not giving them any freebies. She stays on them, applying pressure with 11 minutes left. Intulai comes sliding in. Callister has the ball for Utah Valley. Pass ahead for Brown. Ball comes bouncing to the corner. Fitzpatrick sends it in, and Farstad Erickson kicks it out. Bouncing ball in front of the goal, grabbed by Gonzalez.
Number 9.
4 for 9.
Presley. Spetz. Kicks it up, and Wilson. It's in the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, substitutions.
Jamie Brown and Sydney Fitzpatrick Blanca Rodriguez and Natalia Gonzalez are in. Amy Intulai and Andrea Barrera take a seat for UTPA. Gonzalez, one of 2 juniors on the squad. Out of Toa Baja, Puerto Rico, transferred from Inter-American University of Puerto Rico. Rodriguez, a freshman from Bisco, North Carolina. 8.5 minutes to go. Sue pass it over to Wilson. Gives it back for Rank. Wolverines are in the top 10 in the NSCAA West Division top 10 poll. And they're up 5-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a Wolverines goal. Score the goal for number 14, Taylor Kirk. On the assist,
Taylor Kirk.
number 4, Jamie Brown.
From Jamie
Shot
Brown.
goal, 82 minutes, 3 seconds in the match. Once again, at 82 minutes, 3 seconds in the match, we have a Wolverine goal
For Kirk.
Number 14, Kirk. The assist from number 4, Brown.
It is her second goal.
3 in the match.
It's Brown's first assist. Spread out scoring today for Utah Valley. They're up 5-0 with 7.5 minutes to play. That goal at 82:03.
Find the space, Taylor. Ask for it, Taylor. If you want it, ask for it.
Six minutes to go.
Oh, chicken. For 10?
Come on. Pick it up, ladies.
Wolverines have the ball in the middle with Stratford. Gives it over for Fitzpatrick. Now Stratford coming in. Farstad Erickson comes sprinting out in front to knock the ball away. I think it went out. Yeah, it's a throw in. It was close near the corner, but indeed a throw in. For Utah Valley. 5 minutes to go. Ball goes out. Substitution for the Bronx, Zinnia Hannigan replacing Hannah Spetz.
Zinnia Hannig for number 10, Hannah Spetz.
And it's interesting, up 5-0 here, head coach Brent Anderson of Utah Valley saying 5 minutes, UV, pick it up. And he's been saying that a few times throughout the second half. And it's really instilling that 90-minute mentality, making sure that regardless of score, you play every second of every match, because the score won't always be 5-0.
Yeah. The last minute always has 60 seconds.
3:50 to go. Rank. Up to the middle of the stubs. Back for Rank. She'll send it back, and that one's going to have to be played by Duffin. Ball heads out off Utah Valley. Throw-in coming for the Bronx with 3 minutes left. Long ball, Ortiz giving chase, able to keep it from going out. Well, no, she couldn't keep it from going out. Ball kick coming up for Duffin with 2 minutes left.
2 minutes, 2 minutes remaining in the contest.
Shot goes wide of the net. 1:20 to go.
Everybody clap your hands.
1 minute to go. And in no rush is Duffin in net. Another opportunity coming up for the Wolverines. Shot wide with 30 seconds left. That'll lead to a goal kick for Erica Gonzalez. And that could be all she wrote. Hanning has the ball in the middle, 10 seconds left.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that's your game. Bronx fall 5-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, we'll be playing the final home game of the season. It's coming up this Sunday at 1 o'clock when the Bronx play host to Seattle University. We hope you'll come out and join us.
Well,
Supporting your UTPA
recap
Bronx
the
soccer
scoring
team.
for you.
Don't forget tonight, it is Bronx Madness happening at the Field House. As a matter of fact, we're heading that way. You should too, because all the cool
Goals
kids are
started
doing it.
in the
We'll see
first
you back here
half at
Sunday
18:15.
afternoon,
Sheridan
1 o'clock
Fox
for
on an
kickoff
assist by
between the Bronx
Mikkel
and
Salmon.
Seattle U.
Then at 24:20, it was Callie Stubbs from Cassandra Anderson, and then just a minute and 28 seconds later, it was Kim Stratford on a long shot, made it 3-0. That was it until the 65-40 mark, and Sydney Fitzpatrick scored on an assist by Stratford, and then at 82:03, the Wolverines put the icing on the cake on a Taylor Kirk goal from Jamie Brown, 5-0, your final score. Bronx outshot 19-6, including 13-0 on goal. They were out-cornered 10-0. The Bronx will do it again on Sunday at 1 p.m. when they play host to defending WAC champion Seattle University. It's a 1 p.m. start, 12:50 pre-match show. You catch all the action right here at utpabronx.com. That'll do it for us from the UTPA Soccer and Track and Field Complex. I'd like to thank everybody out there for tuning in. This has been a presentation of Bronx Soccer. For more information, you can log on to utpabronx.com. If you want to reach us, send an email. Contact info is up on the website under Inside Athletics. Click on Staff Directory. But for now, for my producer engineer, the one and only Romeo Villarreal, our entire camera crew of Daniel, Nancy, and Matt, and of course Jack Falla, wherever you are. This is Jonah Goldberg saying good night from the UTPA Soccer and Track and Field Complex. Bronx fall, 5-0. Let's make sure we get in on that interview. I don't want Claude to have to do this twice.